Hello, welcome back to my bathroom. And thank you so much for being here. How are we doing today? Today we are doing an updated evening skincare routine, and you may be saying, Rudy, it's clearly still daytime. Let me tell you something. It's 4:26, and I would say more times often than not, I'm doing my evening routine around this time because I like to work out in the middle of the day or at like 3 o'clock. So I'm either doing it at like 4:30 or 6:30, but very rarely am I doing my evening routine like in the middle of the night or late at night, but sometimes I do. It doesn't really change. This is still what I do. So I thought we could go through it together because it's been a little while. You guys know my routine is almost always going to consist of hydrating the skin and taking care of my skin barrier, but I thought we could do it together in real time and just talk about some of the other products that I've incorporated into my evening routine, including my current lotion that I'm using on my body, as well as deodorant, some eyelash and eyebrow serums, etc. So if that is of interest to you, or you have sensitive skin and you're curious about how I keep my sensitive skin in check, keep on watching and don't forget to subscribe. Okay, so I literally just got out of the shower and I washed my hair, which I am gonna let air dry. But the first thing that I do is apply my deodorant. I don't want to say recently, but somewhat recently learned that applying deodorant at night is actually the best way to keep your stink at bay. And I am, of course, using the Kosas Good Chemistry deodorant in the Beachy Clean scent. I have been testing some other natural AHA, BHA style exfoliating deodorants recently, and I'm telling you, just none of them beat my classic Kosas Good Chemistry deodorant. There is something really special about this formula. It comes in unscented and also this scented one, and that one is by far my favorite. It's a serum deodorant and it has a roller ball, and it's just perfect. I have been using this before bed at night because while you are sleeping, if you're sweaty, especially because it's gotten really hot out, it is currently 80 degrees in Nashville, it just helps your bacteria from growing overnight and getting nasty on your body, and then you're waking up stinky and putting deodorant on top of it. So that is what I'm doing currently in terms of deodorant. And something I already did before we got on camera was put on my body lotion because I have eczema. And it's important that I put my body lotion on damp skin because I need it to soak up all the water that is on my skin from the shower. The body lotion that I'm currently going through is from Aveeno. This is the Aveeno Eczema Therapy Daily Moisturizing Cream, approved by the National Eczema Association, has colloidal oatmeal in it, and it just works very, very well. It leaves my skin feeling hydrated for multiple hours. It has a pump. It's Aveeno, like, you know, they're a trusted brand, and this stuff is awesome. I'm just tired of digging my hand into something, especially with these long ass nails. Like, I need a pump. So I'll probably repurchase this after I'm done with this, but we'll see. You know, I always have some crazy backups, but this stuff has been amazing. Let's get into the skincare for my face because it is feeling dry, and I typically, when I get out of the shower, apply my hydrating products onto my damp skin. So we're already feeling dry. I do want to mention two things that I do regardless of if I'm in the shower or out of the shower, which is double cleansing and cleansing my skin, which happened to be in the shower today. So the first thing that I've used is my Ginger Melt oil cleanser from Peach and Lily. One of my favorites. It's already broken down into an oil. As you can see, I'm almost out. I'm not almost out, but I've gone through quite a lot of it. I like to break down my sunscreen and my makeup before I go in with my cleanser, and this is a great one. There are tons of good first cleanses out there, but this is the one I'm using currently, and I use this one if I'm out of the shower or in the shower. And then, of course, especially for summer, I really like to use a foaming cleanser. So the one that I use in the evening, which I have a morning routine, skincare routine video that's not that old that I can link down below, but this is the one I use in the evening. This is the La Roche-Posay Toleriane Purifying Foaming Cleanser. I literally have like 3 pumps left. I love this stuff so much. First of all, it's 13 ounces, so it takes you a while to go through it. It really, really cleanses the skin and gets in every single pore without irritating your skin, without stripping it of its moisturizing factors. Soap-free, fragrance-free, includes ceramides. Like, for something that you're going to be washing off of your face, this isn't a very good option. It's pretty inexpensive, and it really helps clean out your pores of makeup, dirt, and bacteria. Okay, so here we are, fresh faced out of the shower. Because my skin is feeling dry, I'm gonna hydrate it with my toner. This is my Beekman 1802 milkshake. This is hyaluronic acid and squalene facial toner. So it has like a toner down here, and then it has a little bit of like oil, jojoba oil, squalene up here, and you mix it together and it's just the most amazing mist. Oh my gosh. They actually just released it in a mini and I worked with them on this campaign, but I have kept these in my purses and I just mist myself throughout the day. I like to use it on top of my makeup to refresh my skin. And the mist is so fine that your skin actually soaks it up. You know when you use a facial spray and the droplets are so big you feel like you have to like rub it around your face? This one, it just sinks right into your skin. Oh, I love it so much. Now that my skin is a little bit rehydrated, we're going to go in with my toner, which I know that was technically a toner, but this is another toner that I have been using either in the evening or in the morning, and that is either one of these actually, either the Clear Collective Balancing Capsule Toner or the Source Essence from Monday Born. These are both hydrating, really, really nice toners, and I like to just have a nice layer of moisturization on my skin, and you'll see that I will continue to add moisturization on my skin. I'm going in with the Source today because it has Centella Asiatica in it, and you can see I have a little bit of redness and irritation on my skin just from generally being in the sun, and also because I picked at my skin a little bit. I saw some blackheads, I took them out, and now I'm a little bit red from it. I'm human, I can't help it. When I see a blackhead, I have to pick it. And I like to just pat this one into the skin. This is an incredible essence. It's so nice. It's almost like a liquid moisturizer. If you like the Stratia Liquid Gold, I think you would absolutely love this. Again, it's hydrating, made with 79% Centella Asiatica, so it's really good for not only hydrating, but helping with any irritation that you may have on the skin. And then I typically go in with yet another hydrating product. So while this is still a little bit damp on my skin, I like to add a more like sufficiently stronger serum, like something a little bit more plumping to my skin. And right now I am between these two. I've been using these up because I think I mentioned a few videos ago, I'm trying to use up what I have open before I go and reopen more things. So these are the two that I'm going through right now. This is the Outset Firming Vegan Collagen Prep Serum. I really, really like this. This is the one I'm probably going to use tonight because I'm almost out of it. This stuff is just a very nice hydrating classic like thick serum. And then the other one is a drugstore product from Bioma. This is also their hydrating serum. It has ceramide complex, squalene, and glycerin. Amazing, like so inexpensive, and one of my favorite drugstore brands you can also get at Ulta and Target. But I'm just gonna use one pump of the Outset serum, and I just take that between the 4 quadrants of my face, and I blend this in because I think that when you have a little bit of a thicker consistency, it's nice to kind of get a little massage going on your cheeks and your chin and make sure you're really getting that hydration all over your face and your neck. Sometimes I'll just do a couple extra pumps just to bring it down. My neck, you really can't get enough of the hydrating products. Like, I just love it. Love the feel of plump, firm, hydrated skin. And then of course, to lock all of that into your skin, all of the nice hydration that we just put on, and we'll talk a little bit about actives and things like that after I do this step, is a moisturizer. This is my sort of everyday routine. So in terms of actives like retinol or exfoliants, things like that, I have a routine that I use with them. Tonight is an off night, but I'll talk about some of those after I put on my moisturizer. So I will be using the Dew Instant Angel. If you've gotten this on my recommendation, I hope that you love it. This is my favorite moisturizer. It is such a nice, thick, hydrating cream, and there's just nothing else like it out there. It's just, the texture is so luxurious and it's worth the money. I'll just say that. It's quite an expensive product, but to me it's worth it, not only because of the ingredients, which are so nice and great for your skin barrier, but also the feel of the product is so luxurious on the skin. I just love it. It's worth every penny. And this is the jumbo size. It comes in a jumbo, which is 3 ounces here. I've probably used a fourth of it, and I have a lot more to go, which is great. We are feeling moist, people, we are feeling moist, which is the best feeling out of the shower. I also like to just keep my bathroom completely closed off while I'm doing my skincare so that all of the like steam soaks into your skin, which is the best feeling. Next thing we're gonna do is touch up some of the eyes, the lips, you know, those extra areas that I like to take special care of in the evening. First, we'll do an eye cream. This is from Jouer. This is their Luminize Overnight Eye Balm. This is something I've talked about on my channel a couple times. It's been in a favorites video. This is I've been sticking my nail in it, that's why there's a big hole, but this is a slugging eye balm, which I think is super unique. I've been using this now for months and I have not had any issues, any irritation or milia or anything. But basically what it does is lock in all of that hydration that we've put on our eyes with like a balm style formula that has some really nice ingredients in it. It's fragrance free. I don't use that much, you know, I kind of let it melt between my fingers and then take it under the eye and just lift. And I feel like since I started using this, my under eyes soak up product better. They don't look so flaky and dry, and I think that they really, I don't know, I just think they look better, more hydrated, and even my dark circles look better because I feel like all the products that I have on before are really being soaked in, which is amazing. A new product that I have been using in my routine to lock in the rest of my facial products and to really look like a glazed donut is this new buffer jelly from Experiment. So you guys know I am a big fan of the brand Experiment. I love their avant-garde facial mask, that bright green mask. I wear it all the time on my Instagram. I also really like their super saturated serum. This is not in my routine at the moment because I'm trying to go through those other hydrating serums, but they just make really innovative products. And this is definitely one of them, and I think it deserves a lot of hype. But essentially, this is a barrier boosting oil gel. It's listed as like a micro slugging balm. This is a semi-occlusive oil. It says to apply a thin layer on your face as your last step. Typically, I would wait until after I've eaten dinner and things like that to put this on, but I'm just gonna do it now so you guys can see what it is. But I just like to apply a little bit on my finger. It looks like this. It's like this jelly. It's like a green jelly, and I rub it between my fingers and it feels less like an oil and more like a gel. It's like this middle of the road, like between an oil and a gel, and I just lightly apply it to where I typically get dry. Like, you know, when you wake up in the morning and you have dry patches, I try and hit all of those spots with this product, which is really around my mouth and the sides of my cheeks here is where I tend to get dry, but mostly around my mouth. And then any leftover, honestly, I put it in my cuticles because I'm like, this stuff is so good. You don't want it to go to waste. Your cuticles are gonna eat it up. Like, anytime you have skincare, instead of wiping it off, put it on your hands. Like, take that extra product that you have left over and use it on your knuckles, your hands, your arms, your chest. Like, those other places I feel like they get left out, especially hands, and mommy's trying to have nice lady hands as she gets older. Okay, now that our face is nice and glowing and gorginia, I'm gonna take care of my lips. I am currently using the Ole Henriksen Pout Preserve lip treatment. This is of course a peptide lip treatment because that is all the rage right now. This stuff smells like creamsicle, dreamsicles. Oh my gosh, it is so freaking good. It smells amazing. It kind of has like a little whitish color to it. See that? So I don't love wearing it during the day because it does leave like this kind of whitish cast to your lips, but it smells so good, it feels so good, and it really does hydrate the lip area very well. I already did this today, but if I'm feeling extra bougie in the evening and I want to take some more time to myself, I'll use a lip scrub before I go in with my night treatment. This is my current one that I'm really liking. It's from the Ulta brand. It's their papaya lip scrub. It just smells very like summery. It has like a nice texture to it. It's very exfoliating. It has little beads in the front of it and it works very, very well. I prefer a lip scrub that's in a bullet formula so that you're not having to stick your fingers in and get goopy and all that jazz. So if you've been here a while, you know that for exfoliating, I tend to use masks instead of like leave-on treatments. I've just learned over the years for my sensitive skin that masks just do a good job of getting in there and getting out some of my blackheads and dead skin and dry skin without stripping my skin and irritating it. So right now I'm using the In Beauty Project Green Machine 7-minute glow mask. Then I'll also use a hydrating mask like the Summer Fridays jet lag mask or something like that in the shower on other nights. So I like to mix up what I'm masking with, but that is typically what I use for exfoliation, and it's probably every, I don't know, I want to say once a week. I don't exfoliate as much as other people because I just don't feel like I need to. And then if I'm using a retinol, the current retinols that I have open at the moment is the Hero Rescue Retinol, which is really, really nice on sensitive skin. This has the formulation of their Rescue Balm, which I really, really love. And then of course my Peace Out Retinol Stick. I love this one. It's a face stick and you can occlude your entire skincare routine with this stick, and it kind of locks everything in and gives you encapsulated retinol at the same time. So those are the two that I'm using right now in terms of evening treatments, either a exfoliating mask that I'll use as like a 7 to 10 minute treatment, or I'm using a retinol, or I'm just super hydrating my face. It's one of those three things. The last thing I wanted to talk about that I have been doing in the evening that has to do with my skin is I guess it's skin. I have been using eyelash and eyebrow serums to try and help the growth and the care of my lashes and my eyebrows. This is obviously extra. You don't have to do that, but it is something that I have been doing and enjoying. Sorry, right now I'm just putting in some leave-in conditioner from Crown Affair, which I know this isn't a hair video, but it is something I have to do because I have been letting my hair air dry, and I feel like I have to put a little bit of product in it or else it'll get really frizzy. I've been using 2 different brands for these products, and I know that that's not ideal because you guys want to know which one's better, but I'll explain why. Okay, so the 2 that I have been currently using are from Olaplex and Kosas. I use the Kosas Grow Potion on my eyebrows, and I do think that this works. I used this for 12 weeks because my eyebrow lady was like, I cannot laminate your eyebrows until you grow your tail back. So if you're new here, I plucked the tail off this eyebrow on accident. And I've done that unfortunately many times because the shape of this eyebrow is always better than this one. So, you know, you just get in the habit of over plucking and then it just doesn't grow back one day. And as you can see, like this tail is still not as strong as this tail, but I do think that this helps while your hair is in a growth cycle to really like, I don't know, it's a peptide based treatment. So it's not gonna like add necessarily like growth factors into your skin, but it helps like foster a environment for hair to grow faster. Do you know what I'm saying? I will say with the Kosas Grow Potion, when you wake up, you will have really crunchy, like flaky eyebrows. It looks like someone sneezed in your eyebrow and let it dry. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's not a cute thing. It's always something that you have to wash off in the morning because it dries into your hair. So just keep that in mind. If you're like sleeping over with your significant other for the first time and you wanna look cute in the morning, don't use that. And then what I'm using for my lashes right now is the Olaplex Lash Bond, and I freaking love this stuff. This is also peptide based lash serum, and I have been using this now for 2 months. I started using this in March, and I use it twice a day, once in the morning and once in the evening, and it has not irritated my eyes or my lashes at all. It also doesn't have that ingredient in it that is like irritating to your eyes, can change your eye color. It doesn't have that in it. It's just, again, like helping to sort of coat that area with keratin and peptides and helping, again, make an environment for your lashes to be long and strong. So I've really enjoyed that, and I think it's a way to help your lashes and your eyebrows without the irritation. I am kind of curious about trying the Grande Brow though. However, I know people who have used the Grande products and then have gone to bed and woke up after many weeks with like an eyelash or an eyebrow growing on their cheek. I'm not even kidding. That happened to my last boss at my old job. She had hair growing down here from like sleeping on her pillow and some of the product transferring, and I'm not really interested in that, if you can imagine. And that, my friends, is really my current evening routine. By the end of the night, once I actually go to bed, I feel like my face gets a little bit more dry. I usually use this Future Wise Slug Boost Hydrating Mist on top of my skincare before I go to bed, just to like give it some more hydration and kind of like reinvigorate my skin before I hit the pillow. But this is pretty much what I do almost every night. Either this, I'm using a retinol, or I'm using an exfoliating mask, but I love to hydrate my skin and lock all of that in. So let me know if you have any questions about these products or my current routine down in the comments below. Let me know if there's anything you think that I would be interested in trying. I would love to hear what you guys are currently using, and I will see you guys in the next video really soon. Bye.